What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. It's Jugray here, and in this video I wanted to talk to y'all about the pros and cons of being a teacher. Yes, I am a teacher. So most people, when they find out that I am a teacher, they're very shocked. I guess I don't appear to be a teacher or educated, I don't know, but yeah, I get the stigma that you know, teachers aren't supposed to look like me, and because I have tattoos or because I'm attractive, I don't know, but yeah, I have tattoos and I am a teacher. And so I want to talk to y'all about my personal pros and cons of being a teacher, why I've become a teacher, and I think I've expressed this a lot on my channel, and I've explained my reasoning for being a teacher, but we're gonna go straight into the positives first. So we're gonna talk about the pros. So for me, the first pro and the reason that I became a teacher was to reach a mass amount of people and inspire them. And the only way that I knew how to reach a bunch of people at one time and to inspire them and motivate and be a positive influence in their lives was to be a teacher. So I am currently now a high school teacher, and I always wanted to teach high school because I felt as if I could relate and I could resonate with, you know, older kids and helping kids, well, helping students that were older find their path and find their purpose and what they are really wanting to do in life. So that is my main reason for being a teacher, and that's my, like, that's everything to me. That's the biggest pro. Like, I want to be able to influence and help people. So another pro is actually being able to work with people on a daily basis. If you're introverted or you don't really like to engage with people, it might not be the job for you because you have to talk like every day, all day. I like to engage with people. I feel like I'm very animated and dramatic, and like I like to put on a show pretty much. It's like I like to be engaging with my kids. Like, I'm always doing the most. I'm very like just animated. Like I give 100%. I give a lot of energy when I'm teaching. I'm not just sitting at my desk and just like, okay, it's turn to page. No, that's not me. Another plus is actually being able to teach. I teach a subject that I'm passionate about. I am really passionate about writing in English, and so for me, being able to teach that and I actually love it, I feel like I can teach better. I don't know if that makes sense, but if you're not passionate about a subject, let's say for instance science, you're not really passionate about that, you don't really care, that's gonna show. It's definitely going to show itself when you are teaching. Your energy isn't gonna be high. You're not gonna really, you know, be enthusiastic or passionate about something that you don't really care about or find interest in. I love writing. So when I'm teaching my kids how to write an essay, like, I'm down. Like, I'm so excited. I'm so enthusiastic. So actually being able to teach something that I care about and that I find important is definitely a plus. Moving on to some other things, another great pro for me is like actually being able to connect with my kids. I work in a demographic, a school that's a lot of Hispanics, a lot of blacks, a lot of brown people, a lot of minorities pretty much, and so they look like me. And so being able to connect with kids that look like me and to be able to tell kids like, hey, y'all can pretty much do whatever you want in life, like, that's such a big deal to me. I love being a proponent or like a walking example of living your life and doing anything and everything that you want. So being able to show the kids like, hey, y'all can really do whatever you want in life, like, again, I guess that goes back to number one, like, you know, being passionate and like motivating and inspiring people. But that's just like the biggest deal to me. So some more perks. It's a great paying job in my opinion. Could we get paid more? Hell yeah. But for a single young person, I feel like I make a decent living. Like, I'm not struggling, so that's a plus. Of course, the hours. The hours are like weekends, holidays, every single holiday that you can think of, I have off. For me, my hours are from 6:45 to 2:30 every single day, Monday through Friday. So unless I have duty, if I have duty, I have to be there around 6 a.m. Of course, I have an extended summer break, which is great. Like, I always work during summer, so I make extra money. You get paid through summer. You get paid through every single break All of those are great pros. So for me, those are great pluses and pros in being a teacher. Going to the negatives, the cons, mentioning morning duty. The amount of hours or extra time that you do have to put into teaching, you don't really get told that. So let's say the first con is time commitment. When it comes to time, I think in my head, like, my time is very valuable to me. And so if my schedule says 6:45 to 2:30, you best believe at 2:30 I'm ready to walk out the door. Sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes we have trainings after school. For example, last week before Thanksgiving break, I was at school till damn near 5 o'clock every single day. And that was a headache and tiring, being that I was there at like 6:30 a.m. Now, yes, my schedule says 6:45, but I get there about 6:30, 6:40 to like make sure my class is set up, everything, you know, I'm good, put my lunch away, all that stuff. So the extra time commitment that is put into teaching is it's draining, it's tiring, but is it worth it? Yes. However, there are so many trainings, so many trainings and professional developments and just, in my opinion, unnecessary things that occur for teachers. There have been plenty of professional developments that I've gone to that do not pertain to me as a high school or middle school English teacher. There are times when we get, you know, lessons and like all types of trainings on things that, in my opinion, could only work for elementary or only work for this particular subject content area. And so it feels like a waste of time. Having professional development that is purposeful, meaningful, and I can actually learn and apply it to my life and to my kids, then yes, like, I'm all for it. So that's definitely a con. So another con is actually, my cons are not like horrible and obviously would not make me quit teaching. My pros definitely outweigh my cons, but another con is actually lesson planning. So lesson planning can become stressful, and in my particular situation, we lesson plan every single day. And sometimes it gets a little stressful and it gets a little tedious because we're almost trying to like make things perfect, and nothing is really perfect in, you know, any sense. And so I think sometimes we put a lot of pressure on our team and on our teachers to actually like perfectly lesson plan and have everything laid out. And it's like sometimes, you know, life happens, throws you a curveball, and it just, you don't even get to the lesson. Teachers, time is just like, where is it? We need it. We don't have time to do anything. The last con is definitely STAR for Texas, or like state testing. Whew, state testing is like almost to the point where it's getting like out of control and ridiculous. And this is just my opinion. We tested our kids almost 4 times already, and we are only in November. We tested our kids on pre-SAT, so practice SAT, PSAT. We had a checkpoint. We had 2 checkpoints, 2 checkpoints, and we had some other testing that was like a military test. Not to mention we have a STAR test, another benchmark, another checkpoint. And it's just like, if anything, it's hurting the kids. So having all of these testing and state testing, it's stressful, it's tedious, and it's like, is it really worth it? Is it purposeful? What are we using that data for? I am a content subject or like a tested area English, I have a lot of pressure on me to make sure my kids pass STAR. I have so much pressure on me to make sure that I am teaching to STAR or making sure my kids are prepared for STAR. And so that's a little frustrating too, because STAR is a little misleading. STAR for Texas, if you are familiar with Texas state testing, STAR is not going to really prepare the kids for college if that's what they want to do. If the kids want to go to college, they're not writing a 26-line essay for STAR. You know what I mean? They don't do that for college. You're writing paragraphs and 10-page papers. And I have to build up that stamina for my kids. And I don't think the kids really understand that because they're so used to testing. So they're like, Miss Gray, why are you teaching us how to write a 5-paragraph essay when we only need to realistically write a 2-paragraph essay or a 26-line essay. And it's like, well, no, in real life, you need to know how to write a 5-paragraph essay. Like a real essay is like 5 solid paragraphs, you know? So that's frustrating. So all my other fellow teachers out there, go ahead and comment down below. Tell me what are your pros and cons, your reasoning for being a teacher down below in the comment box. I am so interested in hearing everybody else's opinion on why they became a teacher or their pros and cons of being a teacher. Being a teacher is definitely more rewarding in the sense of like being able to reach my kids and really, you know, motivate them. So my pros definitely outweigh my cons. I don't really have many negatives in being a teacher except for the real time. You are a teacher, you know, like time is just like, what you want for Christmas? Just some time. Like, I just need time. So go ahead, comment down below. Let me know your pros and cons of being a teacher. I hope you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I will see y'all in the next one.